Hello class 6, let's continue the chapter 1a, the River Valley Civilizations. Today we will be studying the main features of Harappan culture. Okay, chief features of Harappan culture. First one is town planning. Harappan culture is known for its town planning in the world. Which type of town planning is there? Like the River Valley people had an excellent skill in town planning. The streets and lanes of their towns were laid out according to a set plan. Okay. Third one, these were straight and cut each other at right angle. Right angle means these were cut at right angle. Okay, right angle. The roads were wide enough. Roads were broad, wide enough. The streets were paved with fire-burned bricks. It means roads were paved with fire-burned bricks. There were covered drains running under them, under a road. Okay. There were lampposts at regular distances, as we have lights, street lights inside, like that only. There were lampposts at regular distance. Second one is drainage system. Mohenjo-daro, Lothal and other cities are known to have a good drainage system. House drains were finally drained into main drains. The main drains ran under the main street and drains were under them, under main street. Okay. Inspection main holes were provided at regular distances. Water supply was also good. All this shows that an efficient civic administration must have existed in these towns. Now, building and houses. Which type of buildings and houses were there in this civilization? Okay. The people of Indus Valley had built three categories of buildings. Large buildings, public bath, and the people's dwelling houses. The cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were divided into two parts. These cities were divided into two parts. Part 1 of the city was built on a raised ground. There was a building called Citadel. Okay, there was a building in a raised platform. It was called Citadel. And part 2 was built at a lower level. Okay, in raised platform there was a citadel, and in lower part there was and part 2 was at the lower level. The citadel had large public building on it. These included the granaries where the grains were stored. Okay, workshops, assembly hall, and the factories. All these buildings were located in a raised platform called Citadel. Let us know a bit more about some of these great granaries. It was a building. It ran 46 meters long and 15 meters wide. 46 meters long and 15 meters broad. The granaries were used to store food grains. And B, great public bath. It consisted of a large quadrangle in the center and 40 feet with a large swimming enclosure, 40 feet length, 23 feet width and 8 feet in depth. Okay. It had galleries and rooms on all sides, of which had arrangement for hot water baths. It had a flight to step at earlier and was fed by a well on one of the rooms. It was used on religious occasions and festivals. This swimming pool or um, great public bath was used for on occasions, religious occasions and festivals. And the assembly hall, the third one was the assembly hall. The assembly hall was another huge public building, but it was used for general meetings. This building, the assembly hall, was used for public meeting. Okay, public meeting. And who used to address it? Ruler used to address. Okay. Now the Lothal Ducks. At Lothal near Ahmedabad, a naval dockyard has been discovered. This shows that the people of the Indus Valley carried out some maritime activities during this period. Now people's dwelling house. Dwelling houses means where they used to live. Okay. The lower part of the city of Mohenjo-daro had the dwelling houses of the people. The house unearthed were of different size. That is from 2 rooms house to palatial ones. Dwelling houses means residential houses. Okay. In dwelling houses, which type of rooms were there? Most of these houses had double stories, as is clear from the stair marks. The first floor had sleeping and other rooms. First floor. Okay. The house were made of baked brick and mud mortar. Sometimes even lime and gypsum mortar were also used to add strength to the structure, like plaster. Okay. Now for social groups of people or classes. 4 classes. The ruling class. First was the ruling class, the learned or the ruling class who lived in the Citadel area. Citadel raised area. The rich merchants. Second class was of the rich merchants and the warriors. They gave an important place for warriors. Third one, traders and artisans. Trader and artisans who worked in brick kilns, workshop and factories. Okay, they were in third category. Fourth, manual laborers. They were in class 4th. Manual laborers who lived in single room house down the city. Okay, these were the 4 classes or 4 social group of people of Harappan culture. Okay, now art of sculpture. This is a bronze statue of a dancing girl is shown relaxing after a dance performance. Okay, after a dance performance, this is shown relaxing. Her right hand is on her hip and left hand is dangling free. She is wearing a large number of bangles. Her large eyes, her large eyes, flat nose and big lower lip and big lower lip shows her negroid features. Negroid means relating to the divisions of the human kind represented by the indigenous people. The meaning of indigenous means living or growing in the place where they are from originally. Native, indigenous, native. Similarly, the the figures of a mother goddess and a bull and a bull and a bull are a fine example of sculpture in terracotta. Art of sculpture. Art of sculpture. First one, art of pottery. With the help of potter's wheel, they use potter's wheel. They produce articles of different shapes and designs. The clay pottery was baked. The clay pottery was baked. First, they were baked, and its surface was painted with glazed colors. Birds, animals, and human figures were made on these items pottery. Second, carving. Carving. The Indus Valley people were very good in art of carving also. Their carving of various animals on seals are really praiseworthy. We should praise their art of carving. A painted jar found at Lothal. These are what? These are seals. These are seals. More than 2000 seals have been found at different sites of Indus Valley civilization. These are made up of different materials such as pottery, statite, glazed earthenware, ivory, etc. Seals of terracottas and copper have also been found. Most of these are square or rectangular. Seals. Third one, seals. From the seals, the most important one of the seal of Shiva or Pashupati discovered at Mohenjo-daro. Shiva or Pashupati. From the seals we get to know about first one, the dress, hairstyle and ornaments, jewelry of that period. Their religious beliefs, commercial activities, and the trade relations of those times. And third one, the script of these people. See, the script which is written over here, the script of these people, and all these information we got from the seals which were discovered or which were found from the sites of Indus Valley civilizations. Okay. Now, new words. Sculptures, the art of shaping figures in round or in relief, as by chiseling marble, molding clay or casting in metal. Terracotta, a hard brownish red fired clay that is used for architectural ornaments, pottery and as a material for sculpture. That is called what? Terracotta. Negroid, relating to the divisions of the humankind represented by the indigenous people. Indigenous means native. Okay. Peoples of Central and Southern Africa. Negroid. Okay. Now, the topics which I have covered today, you have to revise them. Send your assignments regularly. That's all for the day. Thank you.